Have you noticed those amazing people between 65 and 80 who seem to get more interesting every year? I'm talking about the ones who keep growing, connecting, and truly living, not just aging. They're doing 5 simple but powerful things that make them absolutely magnetic, no matter their age. Before I share these game-changing habits, I'd love to know, what city are you watching from? Share in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to join our growing community of wisdom seekers. You see, being attractive at this age isn't about looking younger. It's about what you choose to keep doing. I learned this from 5 remarkable seniors who changed how I see aging. They showed me that true magnetism comes from daily choices anyone can make, starting today. Let me share what these fascinating people still do every single day. 1. Still listen and connect emotionally. Let's talk about the first thing that makes people over 65 truly special. They know how to listen with their heart. Not just hearing words, but really understanding what others feel. These people don't rush to give advice or try to fix everything. Instead, they listen quietly, nod with understanding, and make others feel truly heard and valued. In a world where everyone is busy talking, they've mastered the rare art of truly being present with others. Think about how good it feels when someone really listens to you, not checking their phone, not waiting to talk about themselves, just fully there with you. That's what makes these people so magnetic. Science tells us something interesting. When you truly listen to others, you not only help them feel better, you also keep your own mind sharp and your heart young. Your blood pressure goes down, stress melts away, and real connections grow stronger. People naturally want to spend time with someone who makes them feel understood. It's like having a superpower that gets stronger as you age, while other abilities might slow down. Want to develop this gift? It's simpler than you think. Start by giving someone your full attention when they talk to you. Watch their face, notice their voice, see how their eyes light up or dim as they speak. Take a quiet breath before you respond. This small pause shows you're really thinking about their words. Sometimes people just need someone to listen, not to solve their problems. When you do speak, share your own story only if it helps them feel less alone. Ask gentle questions that show you care, like, "How did that make you feel?" Or, "Tell me more about that." Remember, wisdom comes not from having all the answers, but from asking the right questions with a kind heart. Let me tell you about Sarah. At 72, she's the person everyone in her neighborhood comes to when they need to talk. One afternoon, her teenage grandson visited, worried about his future. Instead of telling him what to do, Sarah made his favorite tea and simply listened. Everyone was giving him advice, she says. But what he really needed was someone to hear his fears and hopes without judgment. That simple afternoon of listening brought them closer than ever. Now he visits regularly, not for answers, but for those precious moments of being truly understood. Sometimes, Sarah says softly, the greatest gift we can give is our quiet attention. When people feel heard, they find their own answers. Her wisdom shows in how she connects with everyone, from young children to fellow seniors, creating bonds that grow stronger with each conversation. You know what else makes people amazing at this age? Let me tell you about another beautiful quality. 2. Still learn something new every day. The second thing that makes people over 65 truly fascinating. They never stop learning new things, not because they have to, but because they want to. These people wake up each day wondering, what new thing will I discover today? It could be something small, like learning a new word or recipe, or something bigger, like mastering a new skill. What matters isn't the size of what you learn. It's keeping that beautiful spark of curiosity burning bright in your eyes. Think about how alive you feel when you learn something exciting. Your eyes light up, you want to share it with others, your whole energy changes. That's what makes these people so attractive. Their minds stay young because they keep growing. Research from aging experts shows something remarkable. Learning new things after 65 doesn't just make you interesting, it actually builds new connections in your brain. Your memory gets stronger, you think more clearly, you become more creative in solving daily problems. But the most beautiful part, when you share your discoveries with others, they're drawn to your enthusiasm like moths to a flame. You become someone people love talking to because you always have something fresh and interesting to share. Starting a new learning journey is easier than you might think. Begin with something you've always been curious about but never had time to explore. Maybe you've wanted to try painting, learn about birds in your area, or understand how to use that smartphone better. Start small. Just 15 minutes a day is enough. Watch online videos, join a local class, or ask someone to teach you. Don't worry about becoming an expert or learning everything perfectly. The joy is in the journey itself, in those little aha moments that make your day brighter. And here's a secret: making mistakes is part of the fun. It shows you're brave enough to try something new. Let me tell you about James. For 40 years, he worked with numbers as an accountant, everything precise and planned. At 68, he surprised everyone by deciding to learn digital art. "My friends thought I was crazy," he laughs, showing me colorful artwork on his tablet. Here I was, learning complex art programs at my age, but you know what? It makes me feel alive. James started simple, just drawing basic shapes on a free app while drinking his morning coffee. Now, 3 years later, he sells his art online and teaches other seniors how to use creative apps. "Age is just a number," he says, his eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "What matters is keeping your mind open to new possibilities. Every day I learn something new about art, technology, or myself. That's what keeps life exciting. When you stop learning, you stop living." Speaking of staying excited about life, let me share another wonderful quality that makes people magnetic after 65. 3. Still move your body with joy. The third thing that makes people over 65 truly attractive: they keep moving their bodies with joy. I'm not talking about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. These people understand something special. Movement should make you feel good, not worn out. They've discovered that true vitality isn't about following strict exercise rules. It's about finding ways to move that bring a smile to your face and lightness to your step. When you move your body with joy, something magical happens. Your energy naturally rises, your smile comes more easily, your confidence grows. Medical research shows us something fascinating. Happy movement does more than just keep you healthy. It releases special chemicals in your brain that improve your mood and reduce pain. But here's the real secret. When you enjoy moving your body, others can feel that positive energy. You aren't just exercising, you're showing others that life after 65 can be full of vitality and fun. That kind of natural enthusiasm draws people to you like a magnet. Making movement joyful is simpler than you think. Start with what feels good to your body today, not what you could do 20 years ago. Like to listen to music? Dance while doing dishes or folding laundry. Love nature? Take short walks to watch the changing seasons or feel the sun on your face. Enjoy company. Join a gentle movement class where laughter is as important as exercise. The secret isn't in counting steps or watching the clock. It's in finding movement that makes you look forward to tomorrow. Your body is wise. Listen to what it tells you and move in ways that feel right. Meet Maria, who's 77 and changed how her whole neighborhood thinks about staying active. 10 years ago, she could barely climb stairs without getting winded. "I was afraid to move because I thought I might fall," she tells me, her eyes twinkling at the memory. Then one day, she started swaying to music while watering her plants. "It felt so natural, so good," she smiles. That simple joy of movement led her to join a gentle exercise class. Today, she leads morning stretches in her community center. "We don't focus on what our bodies can't do," she explains. "We celebrate what they can do. We laugh a lot. Sometimes we forget we're exercising because we're having such a good time." What started with one person finding joy in movement has grown into a group of 15 friends who move, share stories, and support each other. Their average age is 72, but their energy fills the room with youthful spirit. The best exercise, Maria says with wisdom earned from experience, is the one that makes you happy enough to do it again tomorrow. Now let me tell you about another beautiful quality that makes life after 65 truly magnetic. 4. Still express yourself authentically. The fourth thing that makes people over 65 truly magnetic. They've stopped trying to be who others want them to be. These remarkable people have learned life's most liberating lesson: the courage to be completely, wonderfully themselves. They wear what makes them feel good, say what they truly think with kindness, and share their real feelings without fear of judgment. Think about how refreshing it feels when you meet someone who's genuinely real. No pretending, no masks, just honest authenticity. Research shows something interesting. As we age, we actually have a natural advantage in being authentic. The part of our brain that worries about others' opinions becomes less active. Nature is giving us permission to finally be ourselves. When you embrace this freedom, something wonderful happens. Your confidence grows naturally. Your relationships become deeper. People of all ages are drawn to your genuine spirit. Being authentic isn't about being dramatic or demanding attention. It's about those small, daily choices to be true to yourself. Maybe it's wearing that bright scarf that brings you joy, even if it's not age-appropriate. Perhaps it's sharing your honest opinion in a family discussion or telling stories from your heart. It might be decorating your home the way you like, not the way magazines say you should. The key is listening to your inner voice instead of following others' rules. Let me tell you about Robert, who's 70 and lights up every room he enters. He spent 40 years wearing dark suits as a bank manager, always proper, always careful. "I felt like I was playing a role," he tells me, today wearing a purple sweater that matches his bright smile. "When I retired, I decided to finally be me." Now he dresses in colors that make him happy. He speaks his truth with gentle wisdom. He's even started a blog sharing his thoughts about life after 70. "At first, my family was surprised," Robert laughs. "My grandkids asked why I suddenly got so colorful. But you know what? They love it now. They say talking to me is like having a conversation with a real person, not just grandpa playing grandpa." His authenticity has inspired others. His daughter started wearing her natural gray hair proudly. His grandson felt brave enough to share his poetry. "When you're real," Robert says, "you give others permission to be real too." The most beautiful part? Robert's authenticity isn't loud or showy. It's simply the quiet confidence of someone who's finally comfortable in their own skin. "At this age," he says, "we've earned the right to be ourselves. Why waste time being anyone else?" Speaking of qualities that make life richer after 65, let me share another powerful truth. 5. Still nurture your relationships. The fifth quality that makes people over 65 truly special. They keep building and nurturing relationships like precious gardens. These remarkable people understand that connections don't maintain themselves. They need daily tending, like beautiful flowers. They don't just wait for others to call. They reach out, show up, and keep their hearts open to new friendships while cherishing old ones. Science tells us something powerful about relationships as we age. They become more important than ever for our happiness and health. Good connections can lower stress, boost our immune system, and even help us live longer. But the real magic isn't in the health benefits. It's in those moments of shared laughter, quiet understanding, and feeling truly connected to others. When you actively nurture relationships, you create a warmth that others naturally gravitate toward. Making and keeping meaningful connections isn't complicated, but it takes intention. Start small. Send a good morning text to your grandchildren. Call an old friend just to say hello. Smile at your neighbors and learn their names. Join a community group that interests you. The secret isn't in grand gestures, but in small, consistent acts of caring. Every relationship begins with one simple moment of connection. Let me tell you about Betty, who's 75 and created something beautiful in her community. 5 years ago, she realized many of her neighbors were spending too much time alone. Loneliness isn't good for the soul, she says. So she started what she calls the Golden Friends Club. Just coffee and conversation every Tuesday morning in her living room. We started with just 3 of us, Betty shares, her face lighting up. Now we're 15 strong, ages 25 to 85. Young parents come with their kids, retirees share their wisdom, college students stop by for what they call bonus grandparent time. When someone's sick, the group delivers soup. When someone's celebrating, they all celebrate together. During lockdown, Betty learned to use video calls to keep everyone connected. The secret, Betty explains, stirring her coffee, is making everyone feel welcome just as they are. No pressure, no judgment, just genuine care for each other. They celebrate birthdays, share holiday meals, and support each other through life's ups and downs. We're not just friends anymore, she says softly. We're family by choice. Betty's warmth and genuine interest in others have created a ripple effect of connection in her neighborhood. At this age, she says, we know what truly matters. It's not things, it's people, it's relationships. That's what makes life rich. Now, as we wrap up these 5 qualities that make people magnetic after 65, these 5 things, listening deeply, learning daily, moving joyfully, being authentically yourself, and nurturing relationships. They're not just habits. They're choices that magnetic people over 65 make every single day. They show us that true attractiveness comes from how we live, not how we look. You don't need to master all 5 at once. Start with one that speaks to your heart. Remember, it's never too late to become the most attractive version of yourself. Not by looking younger, but by living fuller. Which of these 5 qualities will you focus on first? Share your choice in the comments below. Let's inspire each other to keep growing, learning, and truly living after 65.